Starting out as a programmer, I climbed my way to the C-suite. And along the way, I discovered something, a lesson that no one teaches us as leaders about success. And when you find it, your impact is going to be so real and so meaningful. As a kid, success for me would have been new clothing. Instead, all I got were hand-me-downs that didn't fit. And yes, I was one of those poor kids that had to present that free lunch ticket every day in the cafeteria. And that was so embarrassing. I watched my parents work incredibly hard and still financially struggle. Somewhere along the way, I made a decision that when I grew up, I would not live that way. That decision shaped me. I got the education, the title, and I achieved the financial success that I thought would make me feel secure. That poor little country girl, she made it. I thought, I have arrived. But here's the truth. Things really weren't in alignment, and I knew it deep down. My parents died before I had an opportunity to share my wealth and my success with them. And soon thereafter, my dreams of motherhood also slowly passed away. 3 times we had hope. 3 times we had the heartbeat. 3 times it ended in miscarriage. That kind of loss is like a silent ghost. The grief is suffocating. As a woman, I felt like a total failure in my own body and also as a wife. So what did I do? I channeled all of that anguish into my career. Business became my battlefield because I was fighting a war every day that I couldn't win at home. Every day, I would bring this unwavering grit to the workplace. My career was going great. However, I wasn't paying close enough attention to the things that really mattered. I rarely remember dinner without a phone call. And there was this one vacation overseas. It was supposed to be a fantastic trip. And I literally found myself at 2 a.m. in the morning sitting in a bathtub, an empty bathtub, with my laptop on my knees, a phone to my ear, trying to be quiet because my husband was sleeping in the next room. Now, that's just crazy even for me. Shortly after, I would have a moment that would change everything. It was a typical day. I was getting ready for work in a hurry, and the sunlight came through that bathroom window brighter than ever before. It reflected off of this large wall mirror that we had. And at that moment, I stopped. I felt a rush of heat coming all over my body and my head pounding. And no, before you say it, it wasn't a hot flash. I know what that feels like, and this was much scarier. I slowly sat down on that cold marble floor with my head in my hands. And when I looked up at that mirror, I saw more than my face. I saw my impact. I saw how my grief and my pain and my fear of failure was filtering through my everyday leadership. They were shaping my decisions, my communications, my priorities, and impacting all the people around me. I made a decision at that moment that I was going to become the person that I really was. Because let me tell you the truth, pretending to be someone else and carrying all that weight is simply exhausting. And that moment, it became the foundation of the Mirror Leadership Framework. The real question most leaders avoid is this: what is it like to be led by me? For me, I learned from a great colleague and friend who said this: Pam, you're one of the smartest people I've ever met and worked for. You don't mind getting your hands dirty, and we know that you always have our back. But honestly, you're like this volatile molecule. We never know what to expect. And that was a punch in the gut That was a wow moment. As leaders, it's important that you understand how you show up every day, not how you intend to lead, not how you think you're perceived by others. We all have these defining moments in life, and how you show up demonstrates to others not only who you are today, but it can determine who you will become. Facing the mirror requires a different level of radical, honest self awareness. In my practice today, I help executives, and I see the same pattern everywhere in organizations. Leaders are busy, they're performing, and they're producing results, but they're not exactly aligned with their team or even the organization many times. You need to move beyond facing the mirror and own your reflection. This transformation is a process, and it doesn't happen overnight. You don't change your life in one dramatic moment. You change it in one honest adjustment at a time. So here is your first chance to practice something simple. Before you start your day, write down, make a one-liner, write down how you're feeling, put it on a sticky note. It's that simple. This is just for you. Start your day with honesty. In the evening, revisit the mirror. Ask yourself, how did I show up today? What went well? What didn't? How will I improve tomorrow? Most leaders spend their entire lives trying to change the people, the team, or the environment around them. Great leaders start somewhere else. They start with the mirror. And when you're willing to see yourself clearly, you'll gain the power to change what others experience every day. Make sure you click on the link below to my website where you'll find links to my books. They're easy to read, they're simple, and easy to practice. They're designed not only to help you face the mirror, but to help you own your reflection. And remember, the mirror does not judge, it only reflects. Thank you.